Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 1:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, September 17, 2021. Happy Friday, everyone. Okay, before we get started, this is not financial advice. The video is intended for educational purposes only. Click the subscribe and the bell. If you want to be notified when these videos come out, click the thumbs up. Share the video with your friends, family, colleagues, enemies, you name it. Send it out their way. Let's get the awareness of quant out there. Intraday updates, Twitter link below. When you want to know major market movements or anything that I am particularly doing in terms of my entry and or exit points. Let's talk about quant. Here's a quant US dollar, or a quant tether pair, I should say. Let's take a look at this. This is the channel. We're continuing up. Look what happened last night. Actually this morning, or actually earlier, around this morning between like 10 and 11. Now, incidentally, I haven't been able to buy any of this stuff. I live in New York, and I am like disqualified from a lot of these websites and exchanges that would allow me to get involved here. I'll probably have to go through Aave. But in the meantime, I would have bought for sure had I had the opportunity. Unfortunately, I was not able to after trying to sign up to multiple places. Bet on me, but good on you if you got involved. And let's look at where we went. We literally bounced off this support line that we've been talking about. We said if it came back on the last video, we would take a nibble on this thing, and certainly enough, it did exactly what we thought it would do. Went back up. We're around 358. Nothing stellar right now. We're gonna have to keep our eye on this, but certainly on the right trend. This is definitely going in the right direction, and let's hope for bounces along the way. Clearly, let's look at Quant Bitcoin, and I just want to take one step back for folks that don't know. But just so everyone understands, how I typically evaluate quant in dollars, or quant tether, which is what you see over here on the left side of the yellow section, that's usually a combination, and mathematically it works out below. But it's a combination of quant's strength to Bitcoin, or quant's what I call the inner strength of quant, meaning quant as a standalone, how is it doing price action wise, and then how much of it is weighted to the benchmark, or how much does the benchmark have a pull on the Quant network. So that's kind of like how you got to look at this stuff, because if I don't have a view in terms of direction on the Quant US dollar or the Quant tether pair, it's better to actually in the meantime look at these underlying factors. Now, these are the two things. The inner strength is QNT BTC, and the benchmark we all know is Bitcoin in dollars. So we're going to go back to the charts. Here's QNT BTC right here. All right, we're channeling. We're in the right channel. We're on the upper end of the channel. I prefer we would have been in the bottom end of the channel, but we are channeling up overall. So long term, this is in a bullish trend. So I am overall, long term wise, bullish. We may see some pullbacks here. That's okay. You might be able to get more at another price over here if you haven't already gotten into it. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the other underlying pair, which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been doing pretty marvelously well. Let's take a look at the short-term price action. The last video that we had 2 days ago, we were actually above the line. We mentioned we needed to stay over this line here for at least a couple of days, and certainly we have. So it's been about 2.5 days in the making. We'll continue to keep our eye on this, but there's a couple of other bullish aspects that everyone should be aware of. Number one, let's just take a look at the fact that we have what's called a golden cross. We've only had 7 of these in Bitcoin over the past, since Bitcoin started. So think about it this way. Almost all of them have been followed up by a major explosion in Bitcoin. So I want to keep my eye on this. We just got into this golden cross. What's a golden cross? Golden crosses are typically where the 50-day moving average cuts over the 200-day moving average. In this case, the 50-day moving average is this green line. This is the 50-day moving average of Bitcoin's price. The 200-day moving average is this one in the red line. And so as you can see here, the 50-day green moving average is cutting across the 200-day red moving average. Hence, we have this golden cross. And it's probably really hard to see, but it's hidden behind those bars over there, but it's there. So very, very, very bullish on Bitcoin here. And while we're at it, let's just take a look at the dominance. The dominance of Bitcoin is starting to break through this channel. Now, I don't consider a breakout until I see it over for a couple of days, but let's see what happens over the next couple of days, and I'll be tweeting this stuff out. But this doesn't necessarily mean anything bad for the altcoin market. It just means that if Bitcoin goes up, it'll go up faster or in more percentage terms than would the, generally speaking, the altcoin market. Obviously, the better cryptos will probably outperform the not so great alt cryptos anyway. So, we're looking at Quant here. This is seriously a great crypto to be involved in. It is a platform that can connect out to multiple platforms, easing the transition for corporate America to be able to plug themselves into what is clearly the future state, decentralized Web 3.0 land, but also across all blockchains and ledgers, you name it. This thing's got it. Anyway, we'll do another video when we're talking about more specifically around the technology. I'll have a special probably sometime next week out on this, but price action wise, very bullish. Everyone take care.